Sup, it's your boy Big Reg, and holy smokes, if you folks knew what just happened, you would be shocked. But I am shocked as well because the Michigan Wolverines season has ended once again at the hands of the Villanova Wildcats. Oh, a loss in the Sweet 16 yet again. Oh man. Joining me tonight to recap and review this game and the season in toto. First, as always, producer Jay Business.
I've already moved on to Michigan hockey. We won our game in the regional, and we're headed to hopefully the Frozen Four.
There you go, producer Jay Bizzle, optimistic as always, finding the silver lining. Next, joining us with a brand new bag. Papa's got a brand new bag, although it looks like he cut it in the dark. The one, the only bag man from Pittsburgh.
What's up, Big Reg? No silver linings for me here. I am ready to vent. All my frustration and sadness.
It looks ridiculous, sir. Next, joining us, this man put the bad juju in the air even before the game started. The one, the only, JC from Sunnyside.
Come on, Big Reg. Come on, Big Reg. Take it easy. There's no bad juju in the air.
Oh, man.
Just want to give a shout out to Mafia, where I gave her some time last time to help her with areas and polygons. She ended up getting a 98 on her exam, a 98. The 2 points.
Wow.
Where are the 2 points? Where are the 2 points?
Tiger Dad.
Oh boy. There you go, finding some more silver lining in the dark clouds above. Next, this man more and more goes over to the dark side, but hopefully he finds the light soon enough. This is the one, the only Mr. Squarehead.
Great to be here, Reg. These intros are just so spontaneous and genuine. Go Michigan ice hockey, Frozen Four.
Oh, the energy level is just radiating from Mr. Squarehead tonight. Oh, I love it. And finally, the one, the only, Jersey City's own, the firstborn son, Mr. Peacock.
If only I had the energy to peacock around. But alas, I gave it all to the 27 muscle-ups earlier today. That's all I got. Let's just get into it, baby.
Oh, get into it. We will. We shall. Gentlemen, as we all know, we lost this game. We could talk about a lot of things, but it came down to two things in my mind: missed free throws and missed layups.
Mm-hmm.
And it all added up to a missed opportunity to make it to the Elite Eight. But man, oh man, there was one segment of the game in particular where I thought we lost the game. And if you will allow me, I would like us to take a look at this.
Too painful.
As you can see, this is about 3 minutes left in the game. Villanova 54, Michigan 50, thanks to Terrence Williams hitting 2 free throws. And now let's roll the tape. Whoops, let's go into full speed. Otherwise, it'll be too slow. Michigan playing that good defense, chasing them off the three-point line like we wanted them to do. Look at that, Caleb Houston staying tight with Dizzy Gillespie over there. And then Eli Brooks forces a contested 3. Hunter Dickinson with the rebound, throws it over to Devontae Jones to punch it up the floor. And now the big man makes it down the court. And look, he seals off. Wait, what happened? I pushed the wrong button. Hold on. Oy. And the big man pushes it up the floor, and now we're going to slow it down right about here. Look at this. The big man seals off the defender and has acres of space in which to make a move and dunk it probably on this guy's head. Terrence Williams with the ball. Easy pass in the making, but instead rises up to take a 3-point.
Pause it right there. Look. Terrence Big Shot Williams, right, is also, I'm going to take the Big Shot Williams. He just hit some two clutch free throws. He's feeling good. He's the second leading 3-point shooter on the team. Many people may not know that, but there may have been a better option on that set. But that's not a bad shot.
May have been. There was a better option.
Fine. There is a better option on that play, but that's not a bad shot. Look at Frankie. He's like old Kobe Buffkin. He's ready to kind of like dive on the floor. They're excited. Look at the bench mob.
Hey,
They're all
let me
excited.
ask you something. Let me ask you something here. This shot is so off that as soon as it's in the air, shouldn't T. Will know that it's off and go for the rebound? Why is he standing there as if he thought it was gonna go in?
Oh, look how he's holding his hand up. He thought it was going in.
That shot wasn't even close.
Let's watch it. It clanked off right here.
Yeah.
Like when it left his hand, he should have saw that there's 2 feet left of the basket.
Look at Martelli. Look at Martelli.
Look, I'll give him some marks for having the balls to take a shot in that spot. But the key thing for me is you look down there at the shot clock. There's still like 22, 23 seconds when he takes that shot. You know, you want to be Terrence Big Shot Williams, that's fine. But you know you're playing in the Sweet 16 with a chance to go to the Elite 8. Not a time for what do you call it?
Hero ball.
Unrequited
Self-centered heroics,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
Right.
you see the shot clock running down. You got that shot, okay, fine. But you know you got 23 seconds to work with to get a better shot. You know,
Dude,
that is
Bagman, 100% agree with you, Bagman. There is a time and a place for the big shot, and half of his big shots, of which there were not like a ton, by the way, JC. I mean, he has delivered. Don't get me wrong. I've celebrated along with the rest of Wolverine Nation, but you know, they were like diving in when nobody else could do it and tipping it in, then doing the same thing and tipping it in. I mean, those were just right place, right time. He made that happen. That was not our option A. This was the chance where you ride the big fella to the very end for the Elite 8. And although he didn't lose it completely for us, that was a critical juncture and painful.
I will concede that he could have made a better choice there and passed out to Hunter. Set up the play, but do not, in the limited action that he's had all season, he's come up big to stop runs. Teams have gone 10-0 run, hit a 3, another 10-0 run. He come up big, and he had to play behind Caleb Houston, who's done nothing all year, and yet he's getting all the burn, and he's on the bench. And now it's time to shine. And we would not be in the Sweet 16 if it were not for Terrence Big Shot Williams. And I'm sure when he hit that 3 in the first half, when we needed it, when Villanova was on a run, and Terrence Big Shot Williams hit a 3, you were like, ooh.
Yeah, but that was a much better shot. He was set up in the corner and he hit it. This shot right here, that is not the best shot. Look at this. Look at this.
You could tell from the positioning of Caleb Houston, Eli Brooks. They're standing there because they're trying to pull people out of the center.
But we all know it does not come down to just one shot. We've missed a ton of layups.
That's not. We're not saying it's the one shot, but here's the thing: we were only down 4. We could have been down 2. Now Villanova brings it back, and they get the bucket. Now here we come back again.
Can we rewind that, Big Reg? Can we go back? There's something I want to mention here that I think, you know, sometimes I know we talk a lot about, or people talk a lot about Hunter Dickinson's defense. It's well known that he's slow of foot, but all night long, 7-footer. I mean, I don't recall a 7-footer letting people get to the basket so easily. I mean, out here asking him to guard somebody, that's one thing, but just, and you're not going to stay with him, but like make it a little harder. I mean, this is one particular instance, but I feel like all game long they were getting to the rim at crucial times, and it's just 6 of 16 is the main thing, but man, he's got to do a little better than that.
I would agree with you, but that's the vulnerability. Everyone has their weakness. But I would say if you go back to that thing, but you don't have to, there's no help defense either. If you have a 7-footer trying to guard someone out on the perimeter, you have to have help defense. There's no one helping him at all. No one.
Good point.
What kind of layup attempt was that by Hunter?
What is Devontae doing right now? What is he doing?
That's also true. Also not one known for his work on that end of the floor. Right?
Well, at least he fed him a really nice assist. Well, it should have been an
Should have
assist
been
right there.
Should have been.
Right here.
He's head and shoulder. Why isn't he jumping? Look, he's barely above the backboard.
He's so like amped up that he can't calm down. Did you notice Caleb Houston's open over there in the corner too, and not one consideration to passing it to him?
No. Get Kobe Buffkin, head down. He's done.
Oh, this is just bringing back nightmares.
At this point, Michigan is now down by 6. Dizzy Gillespie is bringing up the ball. We'll speed it up a little bit, and now we all know what happens. Oh my goodness gracious! Gets the little screen.
Why?
There.
Oh,
Why? Why does he go down? Why does he go down?
Bam.
What's the next possession there? What was our next offensive possession there? Because still the game wasn't over.
No, when we went down by 9 with 1:50 left, it was game over.
What was
wasn't
our
over.
next? What was
It wasn't
our
over.
very next offensive possession right there?
We didn't score again.
It's over. It's over. It's over. We only have 3 team fouls,
Yeah.
right? And then once we get to the 1-1, they're like the best shooting free throw shooting team in the history of the game, I think. It's over right here.
At that point, it was over. It was that 1 minute span, a span of 1 minute. That's all it took. We were down by 4 with the ball, and then all of a sudden, we were down by 9. And it was
Oh, Hunter Dickinson missed the jumper after the timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, was it
Hunter
the
had a
3?
point.
Was that like a kind of early in the shot clock 3, if I recall? Or
I don't think so. I think he.
No, that was that. I know what you're talking about, Nameless. That was the one. That was actually off a breakaway. He was trailing the play, and he got the ball. And I think he thought he was shooting a 3, but he was right inside the 3-point line. And that was just another one of those stupid shots where I don't know why he put that shot up. When that shot went up, I mean, it was almost guaranteed he wasn't going to make it.
By that time, it was over.
It was over.
And
The game
before,
was over. After that, the sequences we just watched, the game was over. It was over. There was no coming back from that. Anyway,
before Squarehead brings up JH and the real JH this and the real JH that. Come on, man. Like, we had our opportunities. The layups in the first half. Hunter Dickinson had 16 shots, close to the rim for most of them. Eli Brooks had his layup opportunities. So did Devontae. So did Frankie. Just didn't fall. Just didn't fall tonight.
Oh yeah, I don't think this was a coaching issue. This was players not executing when they should be executing. They should have made those short layups. They should be making free throws. Come on, man.
No.
But you got to give a little credit to our senior captain there. Although he did contribute to some of those easy misses, I mean, he was a warrior. He kept us in there with those clutch threes. He's the one that made it even possible that we had a little glimmer of hope. I mean, if we were going to pull it out, he was keeping us in it. So Eli, he was doing his thing, and that's why we're so damn proud of our true blue Michigan dude that we will surely miss and wish him well.
I do have to give one shoulder brush to Musa Diabate. My man, clumsy hands, he's athletic. Dunk the ball, go up with authority, don't bring the ball down. When you're in the post, stop doing the line drive hooks, just go up strong. Just go up strong and squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball. Gosh, Diabate, you're a 5-star. You and Caleb Houston, 5-star. If it wasn't for you guys, we'd be in the Elite 8. If it wasn't for you guys, we'd be competing for the Big Ten championship. Everybody else elevated the game. Eli Brooks, Devontae Jones got better throughout the season. Hunter Dickinson, improve his game. But you two came in as 5 stars. We were supposed to be ranked top 5. They better develop this season. They
Maybe it's
better
a
develop
coaching
this
issue.
offseason.
Wow, that's just a really big bummer. But anyways, we, we have much to be thankful for. I think also, I mean, as much as we don't want to say it's, the players need to execute, etc. I think there's a learning moment for Coach Juwan too. Like, what are you doing to adjust for teams' different play in the tournament? I mean, this is what his like second or third. What I don't remember how many tournaments he's been in right there, but there's a part where I appreciated from Coach Beeline the little nuances, taking care of the little things to make sure that his team performs the way that it does. I think there's a learning moment here for Coach Juwan to make sure that he understands also what it means to have these players in the right positions to do these things. I realize players need to make the buckets, but as well as a coach, he needs to know when players are not performing, when to switch them out, when to get that tempo of the game going. I thought that's something that Beeline learned over the years, and I think Juwan will as well. But this is a learning moment for him.
I don't know. It's been a heck of a year. One thing you can't say is that it was a boring year because it was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of craziness, to say the least. But at the end of the day, I'm glad Juwan Howard is our coach. I think this year, with all the stuff that's happened, it's going to make him a better coach going forward. And as a result, the Michigan Wolverines are going to have a better program going forward. So I look forward to that. I was disappointed and as frustrated as I am after the loss, I'm going to hang my hat on that and look forward to improvements coming in for next year.
Big Red sounds excited for those improvements.
Ooh. Oh gosh!
We got one comment from the video last time from our brother Kevin. Bittersweet way to end this roller coaster season. Hopeful for that young core continuing to develop. In the meantime, how about some from the shadow of Yost Ice Arena? Go Michigan hockey and go Blau.
Got that to look forward to, gentlemen. Hopefully. We've never done a hockey show, have we? We've never done one.
Never.
We might have to do one. I don't know. We'll see. Fellas, anything else you want to bring up? Any last thoughts before we close out the 2021-2022 Michigan Wolverines men's basketball season?
How about a real early outlook for 2022-2023? I mean, I'm proposing an idea here. Why don't maybe go around the horn with the
Yeah, man. I like that. As we were just bantering about earlier, learning moment. Yes, that's for JH, but not too shabby for just early in his tenure, for where he is. So we're really, really appreciative, and he's only going to get better. But now it's time for him to shine. Go get you some top tier talent. Let's go to that portal. We ain't Michigan football here where we don't make any noise out there. This is Michigan B-ball, and you can go get top tier transfer portal. And so that's going to give a little more juice to us. Let's do it.
I agree. We have 4 incoming recruits. Again, top 6 class in basketball rankings. His own son coming. But we'll see. We'll see what they bring to it. I think there's another athletic big man coming. It'd be interesting about this Doug McDaniels guy. Small, quick. He can shoot the ball. So, I don't know. Sounds a little interesting to have a point guard who can actually shoot the ball and make points.
Oh, boy.
I'm a little disenchanted with the recruiting class, given our recent haul, 2 quote unquote 5 stars that turned out to be 1 stars.
Oh, come on. Whoa.
Sorry, I had to do it. I'm upset. I'm mad. So I don't think I'm not going to put too much stock in any kind of recruiting class. I think it's clear that the cupboard, the outlook is a little bit concerning. You know, you think about potentially losing Hunter Dickinson, although, you know, the jury's still out whether he should or will go to the pros. Notice I did not say the NBA. And, you know, you're going to lose Eli, obviously, probably Devontae Jones. It's going to be tough to find offense. Again, unless, you know, the recruiting class really comes in and shines, or you do, like Nameless said, find some stud in the transfer portal. But right now, as it stands, you know, points are going to be tough to come by, and that concerns me. So a lot of work to do in the offseason. Let's see.
I think Juwan Howard having learning moments, a little overblown. Like he was a Big Ten champion last year. Let's not forget that. You know, in a tough Big Ten, Elite Eight. You know, a Franz Wagner 3-point shot away from the Final Four, and I think he did a good job this year, a solid job with. You know, we were overhyped. That's a little Captain Obvious, but we were overhyped. We had 4 guys leave the team, drafted, you know, playing in NBA. He did a solid job. I think next year he'll have more of his players to fit his system. I actually don't know if Hunter Dickinson is a right fit for the system. I think the guy Reed that's coming in, the high 4-star Jet Howard coming in, another high 4-star top 30 recruit. Maybe he takes some minutes from Caleb Houston. He can develop his own shot, a solid wing player. I think we have the makings of a solid core, solid foundation that will be a top 20 team next year. A top 20 team.
Ooh, wow.
This sounds like if we were doing this last year this time, we would be saying we got 2 top 5 recruits and Musa Diabate and Caleb Houston, blah, 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 blah. Come on, man. We all know we got to see the product on the court, and we got to see what the coaches do.
Amen.
There's no point in this back and forth, looking at studs coming in, transfer portal. Let's see what happens.
Come on, Bagman. How are you going to say amen? You posed the question. What's next year going to look like?
No, I'm saying amen to the part where you can't, I still, you know, I want to speculate. I think that's part of what's fun about this. But I agree with Squarehead. Like, you can't sit here and say, you know, we've got a great recruiting class, so, you know, we're going to be great. That's obviously, you know, there's a lot of randomness. There's a lot of luck involved in recruiting, just like drafting. Nothing is guaranteed on that side for sure. And so to that I agree, and that's what I say amen to. Like,
this guy, come on, man! You the one that said let's play the speculation game, and then when Squarehead says why are we speculating, you go amen.
It was a setup.
I said let's just see what people feel about next year. I didn't say let's, you know.
Man, what a setup!
Oh, that bag is restricting some air into the. What's going on?
The hole needs to be bigger.
You know, I hear what you're saying, actually, though, Bagman and Square. But my take is that you're not going to bat 1,000. You can still have high hopes in who you think are going to be up and coming. I mean, you might not always hit. You might not always be correct. Again, I mean, we could be disappointed again. And here's the thing. The jury's not completely out on Caleb and especially Musa. Next year, sophomore, I mean, we don't know it, but none of us are going to be shocked if he shows growth and improvement. We're not going to be utterly shocked if he just becomes a force, right? So we have that to hope for. So just depends on what you think. And these guys like Juwan, I mean, time will tell if his eye is true. I mean, is he really going to spot the diamonds, the true studs, the guys that are gonna just keep developing and bring home a championship? And we believe in our guys so far. So I think next year shows another year for where our hopes are warranted.
Here's my hot takes for next season then. Number 1, Caleb Houston will turn a Fritz Wagner or Franz Wagner. Because you got to remember, Franz Wagner in his first year was poo-poo. And then by his second year, he worked his way into a lottery pick. So Caleb Houston is my pick for pulling a Franz Wagner. Number 2, Jace Howard is going to be my pick for playing the Chaundi Brown role. Chaundi was a big part of why we had so much success last season. And I think Jace Howard, not Jet Howard, Jace Howard will go a long way in fulfilling that role for the team next season. My hot take number 3. Hunter Dickinson will return yet again. This time, he will put all the body shamers to shame by working out and developing some muscular shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Some muscular shoulders so that next season, when he has to go up and dunk the ball, he can do it with some explosivity. So that's my 3 hot takes.
Come on, man. Hunter Dickinson's got no options. That's not a hot take.
What?
Come on, man. He ain't going anywhere. He's coming back.
No, I said he's gonna get muscular.
Oh,
He's tired of all these people saying that he look a little flabby. He gonna get muscular. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like, oh, my 2-man register. He's gonna have them deltoids. You know what I'm saying? Them trapezoidals, so that when people try to follow him, he's gonna take it over their heads and pow.
Come on. The only hot take that I might agree with is Jace Howard. Right, he plays that Chaundi Brown defense, but Hunter Dickinson, he's been working out for 2 years, and we haven't seen any kind of definition. Not happening.
Come on,
Caleb Houston being a Franz Wagner. Caleb Houston's arms are 2 feet long. Come on, man.
Gosh, come on, man.
And Franz Wagner, his freshman year, he wasn't as bad as Caleb Houston.
Yeah.
If Franz Wagner was poo-poo, Caleb Houston's a bunch of sarsa, man.
Whoa.
Take it easy.
Amen. Another
easy.
Squarehead. Another amen for Squarehead.
Oh gosh, you have no credibility on this anymore. No credibility. But I will want to emphasize. Nameless brings up a great point. The team that we just lost to, Villanova, senior, junior, sophomore. Other teams that have been upsetting the number 1 teams in the nation. All veteran leadership that are on those teams. The teams that we had that went far, all veteran leadership that's on there. That's what I'm looking for next year. Who's going to step up to be the veteran on this team to be able to lead this? We had a great example in Eli Brooks, but I'll say even with Eli Brooks, he's not the vocal leader that we totally needed on there. But in any of these championship teams that we've been able to have into the Final Four, we've had that veteran leadership. I'm waiting for someone to step up into that role. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but someone needs to do that to lead this team.
If you're going to compliment Eli Brooks, just shout him out and celebrate him. Why was that backhanded compliment? He was a vocal leader. Whenever he huddled everybody together, who was talking to them? It was Eli Brooks, the professor. The guy has been a model Michigan man, a model basketball player. Not a great player, but a very, very good player for the Michigan basketball team. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best to the professor, Eli Brooks.
Wow, JC from Sunnyside, he gives the credit where credit is due and doesn't do any kind of backhanded compliments or any kind of retractions. So,
no, there's an amen. Amen to that.
Amen to that. Raise a glass to Eli Brooks. Oh, man. Having said all the stuff that I've said, I'm still excited for next year. Anybody have any other hot takes before we wrap it up?
Well, I'm going to agree with Square that I think this year has taught us and maybe the basketball nation that maybe Michigan shouldn't be so highly rated, that we should just creep into the following year a little under the radar, a little humbled, and then do our thing. And then we're going to soar. We're more comfortable that way.
Come on, man. We don't have anything to do with that. That's all media.
I think Musa is going to develop into a monster next year. I put a lot of faith in the player development. Devontae Jones developed throughout the year. Hunter Dickinson got better. Eli Brooks got better. So Howard Isley, Sadie Washington, Phil Martelli, Juwan Howard, they're going to develop Caleb. They're going to develop Musa, some of the other young players coming in, and we're going to be solid. We're going to be okay.
Yeah, but we're not developing the shooters. That's one thing we miss from Beeline. That sharp shooting. There's a dearth of 3-point perimeter offense, and so we got to just recruit a gunslinger out there, someone with natural talent that's already ready-made. No development needed. Come to Big Blue, be a star, and that's our advantage because we are like a program. What, 5 Sweet 16s in a row? I mean, we got to leverage what we have. Come to Big Blue, be the stud, be the big man on campus, light it up. That's what we need.
Well, anything else? We have a lot of hopes and wishes, that's for sure. No? What a way to end it. Well, gentlemen, it was a heck of a season, heck of a run. Disappointing that it ended the way it did, but I think we're all in agreement that, still some things to look forward to next season. So we raise our glass to Coach Howard, the men that made up this past team, and we say, go Blue.
Go Blue.
Blue, go Blue.
Go Blue.